Hello and welcome to Middle-Aged Geek Girl. I'm Sally. Today I am sharing my completed colouring pages for October 2023, which of course was for my hashtag event MAGGSY250_October, which was Spooktober. Now, as explained in a previous video, I didn't get a lot done in October. October was a very, very challenging month, and my ability to craft or colour or basically do anything besides sit on a couch and just wonder what the hell was going on was very, very limited. So I think there might be approximately 10 pages or so, and that's all I got done. But I want to share them with you anyway, because I also want to share with you at the end of the video your entries for the hashtag event, and I got plenty, and I thank you all for participating, and remember they will be at the end of the video. Let's start off with this book, which is the all-time hits by Sachin Sachdeva of the 100 Colour by Number, and I did two from here, and these are from the Stained Glass Halloween book. I do actually have that book separately as well because I do like it, but I thought I'd do up the pages from this all-time hit ones first before I hit that book. So this is the first one, and the colours aren't exact to what is suggested because I'm trying to use up my original batch of Ohuhu markers that I got, gosh, it must be 2.5 years ago now, so I've still got some colours. They've lasted pretty well, so I'm just using up the colours that are close to it and slowly dwindling that pack down, because I sort of don't want to move on to a new pack of alcohol markers until I've used up the old ones, so I'll just use colours that are close to the colour that is suggested. And the second one is this one. So same thing, just using up the Ohuhu markers, and this is sort of how I knew I wasn't feeling the colouring very well, because I'm very, very, very much out of the lines on a lot of places here, especially around where the bones are, where it's meant to be left with white. There's a lot of bleeding. I wasn't taking much care at all, but you know, that's okay. It still looks good and I still like it. So they were the 2 pages done from All Time Hits. Next book is this 50 Halloween miniatures from Camelia Angelikova, and I only did one from this one. I did plan to do a lot more in this one, but again, things happen, so I only did the one. And this is on my channel as a speed color, so I did it as a cute little Halloween video. And I do like it. There's some really cute little images in this book, which is why I wanted to do a lot more than I did. But I could only muster the one, and yeah, I think it's really cute. I used the Ohuhu pastel set of alcohol markers, and yeah, I really like the way this one turned out. Next book is another Camelia Angelikova, and it's the 50 Halloween mandalas. This one I actually did start during Mandala Madness, but never got around to finishing it. So I finished it towards the end of October. And yeah, it's the image that's on the front, but obviously I haven't coloured it the same at all. And yeah, I just used water-based markers and a little bit of alcohol markers. I think the alcohol marker was just to fill in that big background, but the rest of it is the Staedtler water-based markers. And I have to say, those Staedtler water-based markers are so juicy. In some of these, I thought it was going to really run terribly because you just touch the paper. Well, you can sort of see it, but around the red on the skeleton eyes, the ink was just so juicy. It just flowed out. I really did go out of the lines on those ones because, yeah, they're really, really juicy. I don't think it's the way I've got them stored because I've got them stored flat. I haven't got them stored on an end or anything, but that's just what I noticed with those ones, which, I mean, I like to make sure there's enough ink in my pens, but I think they were just a tad too juicy, personally, but that's the one I did from the 50 Halloween mandalas. Next, I worked on Spooky Girl from Coco Wyo. I love Spooky Girl. It's a great book. perfect for any season. It doesn't just have to be for Halloween. But I did this page, and I think I might have used a different set of alcohol markers than the Ohuhu ones I'm trying to use up. I think I used some of them and also some of the pastel set. So I really like this one. It's really quite cute. All the images in this book are great, and they're fairly easy to colour, so I don't think you can ever do a bad colour in this book. And even when you just do a simple slap the colour on like I do, it always turns out well. So I really like this one. And the second one I did from this book was my one and only buddy colour for the month, which was with the lovely Queen E Designs. And we did this one. I'll pop Queen E Designs picture up here, and I think they're really both cool. I'm actually proud of the way mine turned out. Again, I slapped the colour on. I just love this book, and I think no matter how you colour it, it always turns out well. Whether you're really detailed and awesome like Queen E Designs or just slap on a colour like mine, it works out well. So yeah, really happy with them, and I love this book. So they were the two I got done from Spooky Girl. Next was Creepy Chibi from Coco Wyo. Again, I just love Coco Wyo books, what can I say? And I did three from this book, so I must have been feeling a bit okay. Again, I think the images in this book, you can choose some simpler images, and there are some that need a bit more attention, and I think I went for just the simpler images to try and get some colouring done, you know, to take my mind off things. So this is the first one I got done. It's alcohol markers, but also some metallic markers. So the background swirls are meant to be metallic. Not quite sure if that comes through a little bit, maybe. Not as metallic as I'd like. Maybe this isn't the right sort of paper for it. But I hope this image was just a nice simple one to do. And I like it. It's really nice and colourful and cheerful, which is awesome thing to do in a spooky book. Next one I did was this one, and I used some metallic gel pens around for the pearly bits there to make them look like gold sort of beads. I used the Ohuhu markers I'm trying to use up, and also the pastel set of Ohuhu alcohol markers, and I like this one too. And that's what I mean, you get some of these simple ones that have the black background already filled in for you. So if you are just trying to get some pages done without having to think about too much colour or detail, these books with the black backgrounds are perfect for that. So it does sort of give you that therapy you need with colouring, but not the stress of having to be too overly detailed. And the third one I did from here was this one. And again, Ohuhu markers, just trying to use up the other pack I had, so that's why there's sort of no precise colour theme, it's just as I do it. For the spider web, I did try to go over it with a little bit of metallic pen. I'm not sure if it's really worked or not, but I mean, I like it. I was trying to do like her hair was changing colour. I sort of haven't worked out how to blend two colours yet, so it's sort of a very straight line and then the next colour. But I mean, ultimately, I do like the finished product on this one. I added a little bit of bloody stains to her teeth, which I'm bringing you up a bit so you can see. So yeah, where there's the red blood marks for her teeth, I added them, and a little bit of bloody stains on her hand, but the rest of it was all part of the original image. And one more to go. So I was right, I only managed to get 10 colouring pages, oh 2 in this one, I apologise. So I managed to get 11 colouring pages done for the month, but no projects. So there's no cross stitch or diamond painting or anything like that to see. It's just the colouring pages. So this is Misfits, a zombie colouring book. I like this one too because you can do it as detailed or as minimalist as you like, because the backgrounds are all white, so you can really fill them in if you want to, or leave them white if you don't. This image is called Toxic Rainbow, and it was all a white background, but what I did was there were some stars shapes I drew. As you can see, the really dodgy star shapes I drew to fill it out a bit more. And I had some heart stickers that I'd received from something I'd bought from Etsy or something. And so I just filled out a lot of the white space with the different coloured heart stickers because I thought it was appropriate. It's even though it's a zombie rainbow, a zombie unicorn, sorry. I thought the bright coloured stickers would work because I tried to do the rainbow in bright colours, but using the pastel Ohuhu set. So the old song I grew up to of the rainbow colours, which of course was red and yellow and pink and green, purple and orange and blue. So I did it with what I could find in the pastel set. So that's like a pastel red, etc, etc. And for the blue, I drew that in as well. I drew a little blue cloud to add a bit more to it. I mean, the song I remember came from Kenny Everett. Now, I don't know people who remember the Kenny Everett video show. My generation would, especially if you're Australian or English, you should remember it. But his song went red and yellow and pink and green, purple and orange and blue. I can spew a rainbow, spew a rainbow, spew a rainbow too. Of course, spew being vomit, for those of you who don't use that terminology. So that's why it always stuck in my head. So that was the colour scheme I used. And I definitely wasn't going to sing that for you. That's why it's spoken word. So you can think of it as a William Shatner spoken word album that I just did for you. And the last page I coloured for the month was this one, and she's called Cupcake. She's done with alcohol markers, again the pastel set I believe, or the pastel set. And for the background here I just used some chalk pastels just to take off the brightness of the white. And that was it. That was the last page I did for the month of October. So, I mean, I still got 11 done. That's not too bad considering the month I had. But yeah, there's no projects to go with it, sadly, which I'm trying to get filmed for this month, of course, being the You Do You Babe, and my favourite thing being spooky stuff. So my theme I'm trying to continue for November for me is spooky stuff, but for you, whatever you want to do. That's why it's called You Do You Babe. If you like this video, please hit that like button. If you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button. And that would be, as it is November, my birthday month, a really awesome birthday present to give me for my 50th. I still aim to hopefully get up to 1,500 subscribers by the end of the year. I'm currently on 1349. So if you could share the video with people you think might enjoy my type of content, that would be wonderful, because I'd really love to get up to 1,500 by the end of the year. If you're interested in supporting my channel further, I do have a Ko-fi and a Patreon account set up, and the details are up here on screen. But that will do it for my part of the video. So stay tuned for the submissions to Mags Y250_October, which was Spooktober. And thank you to everybody who participated. I loved all of your entries. I got some diamond painting in this time, as well as colouring pages, so that was great to see. And just a reminder, all of my hashtag events are always open to all sorts of crafts, not just colouring, because I do all sorts of crafts, so of course I'm going to open it up to everybody. So stay tuned for those ones. But until next time, please stay safe, stay weird, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.